Hey guys, it's me Jessica, and today I'm going to be doing another tag, and this is the Intimidating TBR book tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but I've seen two people do this tag already, and I kind of want to do it because every time I do a tag, this bookshelf ends up in disarray, and that one I have to film over. I have a bookshelf over there, that's why I'm pointing over there, because my bookshelf's over there. So I got 9 questions. And I'm going to answer them because that's what you do with a tag, and this all has to do with books I haven't read because they're on my TBR. I forgot who created this tag, but I'll also link I'll link the original video down below so you guys can go watch that. Here we go. Number 1, what book are you unable to finish? I actually have a whole list of them. It's kind of my New Year's resolution, and that is to finish reading all of these books. Yeah, as you can see, I've only done one. I've only done one so far. And it's kind of my goal to finish reading all of these. They all have bookmarkers in them, and actually there's a few more that I started reading and stopped reading, so I have to add them to this list, which is very sad because I don't want to. But yeah, here's all of them. Number 2, what book haven't you read yet because you haven't had the time? And I'm gonna have to go with the one I put on my summer TBR, and that is Percy Jackson, Greek Gods by Rick Riordan. This book is just so huge. I can't take it out in public because it's so big, and I'm not always in the mood for something else, but I'm just kind of, I want to get all these other books out of the way, and I really need to just sit down and like binge read this. Maybe have it be a night read one story every night. Maybe read it to my brother. I think I might do that because yeah, I think I might see if my brother wants me to read it to him because they're actually pretty hilarious. And I know he likes Greek mythology, so I think he would definitely enjoy that. Number 3, what book haven't you read because it's a sequel? And this question I didn't really understand. I'm like, why would you not read a book because it's a sequel? But then I realized within my list of books that you just saw, there is one that is a sequel that I haven't finished, and that is The Infancy by Rick Yancey. I don't know why I haven't kept reading this book. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I love The Fifth Wave so much, and I haven't picked this one up. And the last one is out, and I see it in bookstores, and it makes me feel really guilty for not having read this book. So I have to get on this. I have to do this. 4, what book haven't you read because it's brand new? And I actually haven't bought a lot of books that are brand new because they've just been released, and it's just because I haven't found them in thrift stores or anything like that. But this book is about a year old, but it's the only brand new book that I have, and that would be Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I bought this book maybe a month after it was released, but I was still reading the Grisha trilogy, and I didn't want to read this book until I had finished the Grisha trilogy. And now that I've done that, I can read this, and I'm definitely reading this next after I finish Inferno by Dan Brown. And tomorrow, I'm hopefully just going to speed through that. This is just my goal. I'm going to finish it, and then I'm going to do a book talk for you guys. And then I'll read Six of Crows. And I'm really, really excited for it. I've heard a lot of great things. I also love the Grisha trilogy, so I'm super, super, duper excited to read this. Number 5. What book haven't you read because you didn't like a book by the same author? And, okay, I have never read a book by this author, but I know I'm probably just going to hate every book that she's ever written. Sorry, I apologize, but it's her series, you'll figure out. Okay, words, you'll figure it out. But it's Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. I have not read the Hush Hush series, nor do I intend to read the Hush Hush series. It doesn't interest me, and I don't like the covers. I don't like it, but I do like the concept of this book. I think it's very interesting, and I can't wait to just like pick it up and see what happens. I really, really want to read it. And I hope it's alright. I hope it's pretty good. Yeah. Number 6, here we go. What book have you not read because you're not in the mood for? And I have 3. I have 3 I'm going to show you, because these are, when I look at my TBR bookshelf, I just be like, I'm not in the mood for those. And that is the first book in the Chaos Walking trilogy, The Knife of Never Letting Go, and this is by Patrick Ness. I'm just not in the mood for this. Honestly, the mood is based on, like, my mood for a book is based on the tone of the book. I feel like this book might be a little depressing. If I'm wrong, please tell me down in the comments, but I'm not in the mood for this book. So, yeah. Next we have Half Bad by Sally Green. I don't know why I'm not in the mood for this book. I love witches, and my friend Joy has already read this book, and she says it's really good. I don't know why I just haven't picked it up yet. I need to, and I feel like I would like this book, but I'm not in the mood to read it. I will someday, hopefully. And this is a book I've had for a long time and I would probably speed through, and it's called Vivian Devine is Dead, and this is by Lauren Sabel. I love the premise of this book. It's the reason I bought this book. It's about a superstar named Vivian Devine, and her mother commits suicide. Her father becomes very depressed, and she starts getting death threats, and so she moves to Mexico thinking that she can survive by herself, and she's this famous superstar. I want to see what happens. I want to see who she meets and what happens, and I feel like I'm just not in the mood for it, but I want to see what happens. So one of these days I'll get to it, hopefully. Alright, number 7, here we go. What book haven't you read because it's huge? These 2 books I have don't look huge, but to me they're like ginormous, and that is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. It's small, it's like the size of my head, but like the font is so tiny. It's actually pretty big. But yeah, books like this. Also another one would be Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, about the size of my head, and it's got the smallest font in the world, and I haven't even gotten 100 pages into this book, but I am enjoying it. It's just taking me forever to get through. They're the type of books that I need like weeks to read because they're huge. And I am enjoying it. I am enjoying Mistborn. I just don't know why I haven't finished it yet. Oh, and I have the rest of the trilogy as well, and they're also the small copies, and they are thick as well, and it's just... Alright, number 8, here we go. What book haven't you read because it was a cover by, and then you saw the reviews, and the reviews were bad? I was actually anticipating this book because I read the synopsis, and I was really excited for it, and then it was published, and then I kind of forgot that it was on my TBR, and then I saw it at the thrift store and I bought it, and then I looked at the reviews again and I was like, crap, what did I do? And that's White Space, and this is by Lisa J. Bick, and it was on my TBR before it was even released, and I was excited for it, and then I saw the reviews and everyone's like, it's confusing and all this stuff, and I still kind of want to read it. And number 9, the last question. What is the most intimidating books on your TBR? And I have 4 right here that I'm going to show you, and 2 of them I'm going to explain why. So one is Crime and Punishment. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce this guy's name. English teacher for both my sophomore and junior year was like, Jessica, I think you would like Crime and Punishment. I suggest you read it. And I was like, okay. Found it at the thrift store, have it, and it's just it's not big. Just kind of intimidating. It's there. It's always staring at me. It's like, read me. And I'm like, but I don't know if I can handle you. So yeah. Next, I have a book that goes with the book I am reading now, Inferno by Dan Brown, which has influences of the Divine Comedy, and this is by Dante Alighieri. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Next book I have, I'm going to explain, and that is The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This book is intimidating because everyone loves this book. Like, every review I've read or I've seen, everyone just loves this book, and I feel the pressure to love it. I want to love it, but it's just intimidating to me. It's intimidating. And next is a book I will hopefully be reading this year or next year, and that is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Again, everyone just loves this book so much, and I feel pressured to love it. I just feel pressured to read Fangirl, but I'm really excited to read it. I can't wait to be reading it my freshman year of college. That's the whole idea, just so I can immerse myself into the experience of reading this book. So yeah, but it's kind of intimidating. So that is all of the questions, 9 questions, all done. I'm gonna tag a few people. Let's see, Grace from Parchment's Books, Katie at Katie, and lastly, Sophia from Questionable Hufflepuff. So that's everyone I tag. If you like this video, like it. Comment down below if you want to see more of my videos. Go check them out. Also hit subscribe if you want to know when I come out with a new one.
Oh yeah.
Shut up. Oh my god. My brother is right over there and he won't shut up. You have no idea how many times I've had to pause this because of him.
Adorable.
No, you're not.
You shut up.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Now it's going.
Cool. What book?